Hey everybody, it's Preston here, aka Godzilla Hawk, and as you know, I am your two-time current and longest reigning WGS No DQ World Champion here. And today, I'm going to be giving you guys another Halloween or horror movie review before Bound for Glory. Yes, Bound for Glory is on tonight, and I will be doing live reactions for it. And I might do a review, so I'm going to let you guys know that not only will the live reactions be posted on this channel, but they'll also be posted on the WGS channel. So definitely watch WGS for that. And as you know, you're probably wondering what movie I'm reviewing. I think this will help kind of sum it up on what movie I'm doing. So I decided to do it on the original Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm not going to talk about all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies because I don't want this video to take forever. So I'm just going to focus on the first one. And not the remake. The remake looks absolutely garbage. The acting looks bad. The characters look, I don't know, just CGI nowadays. Like I said, one of the problems are movie remakes. That's another thing I could talk about too. Is movie remakes, but that's for a possible Preston Pet Peeves episode. So I'll get into more into that later in the video. But so yeah, I'm here to talk about the original Nightmare on Elm Street. So for those of you that don't know about this movie, let me give you a quick little summary on what it's about. So basically, it's about a bunch of kids in Elm Street. And it's kind of creepy because there are Elm Streets, you know, that are real, which is weird and creepy. But anyways, it's about kids on Elm Street who have these nightmares about the same guy, about a guy wearing a Christmas sweater, a brown old hat, and of course, handmade glove with nails on them, or knives. And what happens to them is, if they die or get hurt in their dreams, they die in reality. And the guy happens to be known as Fred Krueger, or Freddy Krueger. And now people are going to be asking, who is this Freddy Krueger and why is he doing this? Well, they actually give an explanation in the first one. Originally, Freddy Krueger was a child murderer. He made his own glove. He would kill kids of Elm Street. So then the parents take justice in their own hands, and they find Freddy in this abandoned, I think, boiler room or warehouse, and they basically burn the place to the ground with Freddy in it. So they burn Freddy alive. Now, years later, Freddy wants revenge on the Elm Street parents by killing their children of Elm Street. So yeah, so that's pretty much the basic plot. But the reason I think this movie stands alone from a lot of the horror movies is because of its original idea of if you die in your sleep, you die in reality, which is very creepy. And from what I know, everyone knows about Freddy Krueger back in the day. Every kid, even though they never seen the movie, they know who Freddy Krueger was. They all know about the striped sweater and of course his famous glove and the burnt skin and the evil grin, those evil looking eyes. And this is a great horror classic. It's considered a slasher. But what I like about this slasher is he doesn't just wear a mask. Not like Michael Myers or Ghostface or Leatherface or Jason Voorhees. He doesn't wear a mask at all. He's basically just this burnt fiend going around killing you in your sleep. He has a wicked personality and he can talk. And who played Freddy Krueger was the famous Robert Englund, who was in another movie that I remember called Python. He played the professor, I believe, or the doctor. In the movie, the guy with the glasses. He made this movie famous, but also, this wasn't just the start of Robert Englund's career. This was the start of another young man's career known as Johnny Depp. Yes, Johnny Depp was in this movie as well. If you guys remember the scene in the movie, if you watched it, remember the scene where the kid's laying in bed and he gets sucked down by Freddy and then there's the volcano blood coming out? Yeah, that was Johnny Depp that got killed in that movie. But remember, that was one of his first feature films, so he wasn't that famous at the time, before he got really famous today. So let's get on with more of the storyline. So basically, the main character is a blonde girl. I forgot what her name was. No, it was Sally. There you go, Sally. I think her name was Sally. She starts off as the main character, and we root for her. But then about 18 minutes into the movie, she's already killed off by Freddy. So the next character happens to be another girl named Nancy. And she's basically the lone survivor of the entire movie. And she realizes the truth, and she tries to figure out how to stop Freddy. And she finds a way how to stop Freddy by, if she could bring Freddy out of the dream, then he's vulnerable, he's mortal. So what she does is sets up a bunch of booby traps, goes into her own dream, gets Freddy out, and it basically tries to stop Freddy. And from there, like, there's so many spoilers in this movie. I'm kind of running. I apologize. It's just I'm just trying to figure out what else to say. I mean, this is not scripted, so. But yeah, so that's the basic plot. Toward the end of the movie, this is an odd, like, if you know what I'm talking about, if you've seen this movie, this is a very, very this is a confusing movie, because it's one of those movies that's meant to be confusing, because you don't know if the characters are asleep or if they're dreaming. And that's the interesting part. It definitely confused the audience. It's the ending probably confused me the most, in my honest opinion. Thanks to James Rolfe, the Angry Video Gamer, I heard the original script of the ending from Wes Craven, who directed this movie. His original idea was basically have Nancy and her friends drive off in the car in the sunset, and that's it. But here in the new version, in the movie now, what happens is they drive off into a convertible, which has Freddy's stripes on the top of the car, and they drive off. And then you see Nancy's mom could drag through the door window by Freddy's glove. So it was just confusing. Thinking about that scene still to this day is just, it's super confusing. I don't get it. Because I thought Nancy stopped Freddy. I don't get it. So if you guys, any Freddy Krueger fans out there, have an explanation on what happened in the ending, please explain in the comments down below, because I get confused all the time when I watch that ending. I don't get it. But then of course, the original will always be creepier. I could talk a little bit about the remake. Like, the remake I heard is a lot, scarier, it's more dark, but the original is good, is way better, because the characters were more believable. The acting was way superior than the ones in the remake. It had some mild comedy to it, and most of the practical effects in that movie were really great, and half the stuff were just simple things. Like, I heard about when Freddy's coming out of the glove, not out of the glove, the wall. He's coming out of the wall. All I heard was, I could be wrong if I'm mistaken, I don't exactly remember, but I think what it was, they just put, a spreadsheet, and they just used careful lighting, I believe. And I still, to this day, I think that's impressive. That's super impressive. I always still, to this day, and everybody's been asking about, how did you do that? How did they do that? When the new one, you can totally tell it's CG, and it looks like crap. And it's on Fear Fest. I just saw that scene, and I just turned it off. It was, oh my god, it didn't look realistic at all. It looked like total crap. Honestly. This is another Preston Pet Peeves episode I will do in the near future. It's about practical effects and CG effects. So, but that's, like I said, that's for Preston Pet Peeves. So overall, how does Nightmare on Elm Street, the original, go? Yes, there is some flaws. Like, it is a bit confusing, and yes, the acting isn't the greatest. But compare the acting to the remake, it's far superior. But what makes this movie hold up the most is because of its setting, its environment, its atmosphere. Robert Englund himself as Freddy Krueger, the practical effects. And of course, if you don't know which if you don't know Nightmare on Elm Street, there's another classic scene. It's the classic scene where Nancy's sleeping in the bathtub and then you see Freddy's glove coming out of the water. That's a classic scene right there. So, yeah. So there's a lot of scenes you see from movies. You just don't know what movies they're from. Now you know what Nightmare on Elm Street is. For those of you that have never watched or heard of it. But if I had to say, it's definitely a great movie. The original is a great movie. But then the sequels later on, they get good. But then after a while, they get a little cornier, more pure comedy. Until Wes Craven's New Nightmare, which takes a darker tone, which I have not seen yet. I actually want to see it. But yeah, so if I recommend any Nightmare on Elm Street movies so far, I recommend the first one, and definitely the third one, and possibly New Nightmare. And then Freddy vs. Jason. Those are probably the best Freddy movies for you. The rest are either just okay or just, yeah. So that's what I recommend. So like I said, so thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please like it. If you dislike it, just hit the dislike button. And then I want you to give me your reason in the comments down below why you did not like this video. I could probably understand why, because I was kind of stuttering a few times. I stopped and paused a few times. I get it. Like I said, all these videos are not scripted. I just talk. That's all I do. I'm just blurring out and talking about it. But yeah, so I want you to give me your thoughts about Nightmare on Elm Street if you've seen it, and tell me what you thought about the original movie, and I want you to tell me what you thought of the remake. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Godzilla Hawk, subscribe to the Wrestling Renegades 1, and subscribe to the Wrestling Gurus and Wrestling Guru Society, and all the other members of Wrestling Guru Society, and all the members of Wrestling Renegades. And don't forget, there will be Bound for Glory live reactions. I will be doing them today. They won't be uploaded today, but they'll probably be uploaded by tomorrow, I would say, at least the ones on my channel. And then on WGS, they'll be uploaded on WGS on, I don't know when, sometime this week, upcoming week. And then there'll probably be a review, so I'll probably do a review today. So I'll probably I'll upload a review probably tonight, depending how long the review is. So possibly stay tuned for that. And like I said, Bound for Glory is tonight, so live reactions for that. And don't forget to also vote on which episode Preston Pet Peeves you want. I'll probably do one probably next weekend, so I want you guys to continue voting. Last time I checked, not a whole lot of voting, so please vote. I need the votes. I know it's just vote on which one you want me to do the most, so you're interested in seeing. So do that. Like I said, there will be more Halloween type videos coming up, whether it's a movie review, a game review, or a walkthrough, or something like that. As long as it's horror based, or Halloween based, I will do that. And don't forget, on the 31st of Halloween, I will definitely be doing a certain movie review. Yes, I'm saying right now, a movie review. I'm not going to say what the movie is, but once you guys figure out what movie it is, you'll realize why I decided to do on that last day. But yeah, overall, that's pretty much it. And one more thing before I go. Don't forget, on the WGS, I'm in WGS now, the Wrestling Guru Society, and we are doing a Q&A. So what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to send me questions, or any member of the WGS members, questions and questions in the WGS inbox, so we can answer them for you. It could be me. If it's me, any question you want. It could be movie related, wrestling related, any question you can ask me, and you can ask anybody else any questions, like Mitch, Aaron, Jacob, Scott, anyone, any member of WGS. Ask them a question and put it in the inbox of the WGS. And as you know, I am your Wrestling Guru Society No DQ World Champion. Now, for those of you guys can leave now, because the video's pretty much done, but otherwise, you want to stay for this next part very quickly, let me just give you my quick thoughts. I would post this part on Wrestling Renegades, but I decided not to. This is going to be part of the video, of this video, so I really doubt Bronco Boy or anybody else is going to watch this, but if one of you if Scott or Jacob watches, I want you to send Bronco Boy this message. Make sure he watches this video. Bronco Boy. First of all, Michael, after Scott. Why are you after Scott? You clearly say you have your eyes set on Bronco Boy, so now all of a sudden you're going after Scott? What does Scott ever do to you? Bronco Boy is the one that's been threatening us. See, this proves, Michael, you're not a jackass anymore. You're just being a dick. That's all you're doing, Michael. You're just a dick. I don't get it, Michael. Why are you attacking someone that hasn't done anything to you? But then a guy like Bronco Boy that's been threatening you and calling you names and saying, oh, you're pathetic and you're now a nobody. And you're just saying, oh, that guy is free. But the guy that respected you from day one, you start attacking. And I'm going to keep mentioning this. Remember, we're all in the WGS. So how's this going to go down? Especially when we're doing like group videos, especially like the questions when we're doing the Q&A. Are we going to just fake it? And fake saying, oh, we like each other and we're all a big happy family and stuff like that? Or are you going to show your true colors and say, you know what, I'm not working with Scott? Because if you can't even get along with 4 members of the group, pretty much every member of Wrestling Gurus, Wrestling Renegades, sorry, my nose is itchy. Michael, you're just pathetic. And Bronco Boy, if anyone's doing the Christian thing, that's my thing. I'm a peep. I'll always be a peep. You're actually stealing something from Christian, which should be actually mine. If you want to do something else, that's fine. See, Scott is awesome. Jacob is perfection. Michael is not best in the world, though. And you are not the best either. You're not even a peep. I'm the Prince of Peeps. And I am your no DQ world champion. And you're saying that I don't defend this title against guys like you? And you're saying that we're afraid to come and find you? No, that's not the case. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of us, Bronco Boy. And like I said, we don't have enough money to get on an airplane and meet each other in this one place to meet you face to face. We're kind of just... I'm still trying to get into the adulthood. And like I said, the only reason why I haven't defended this title is because no one has challenged me yet ever since Jose. Who knows, maybe at Bound for Glory tonight, maybe someone will try to get my title. You don't know that. Do you know that? You don't know that. So Bronco Boy, stop pointing fingers and saying how you should be president. Because honestly, if you want to become president so bad, first of all, start making more videos. Stop attacking people. And start gaining our respect. And maybe one day you can become president. Bronco Boy, I don't hate you. I hate your attitude. Like I said, I don't respect Michael anymore. Michael has lost all respect for me. But Bronco Boy, you just started in this channel and already you're attacking us and threatening us? Bronco Boy, if you watch this video, or Scott, or any member of the Wrestling Renegades watches this video, make sure Bronco Boy watches this video, and especially Michael too. Because this video is meant for them. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm sorry for wasting your guys' time, but I needed to get that out. But all I can say is take care, guys, and take care of all my peeps. It's getting closer to Halloween, and stay tuned for Bound for Glory, possibly review, and live reactions. So, take care, guys. To all my peeps, welcome to my nightmare. Yeah, Robert Englund does it better, I know, that was stupid.